Hello, Ange. We've just been talking to James and asking him about his thoughts on the England squad tomorrow. Do you mind just starting by telling us what you think about James this season? I know we've been here before, but with a view to another squad coming around and him getting a goal and a couple of assists recently.
Yeah,
Continue with the answer and I'll contribute.
Okay, cool. Yeah, look, I think Matt has been outstanding so far this year. I think his form right from the first game, to be honest, has been really strong. Physically, I've said a few times, he's back at the levels where he can play in the manner he wants to, and it can have a real effect on the game. Obviously, last 2 or 3 weeks he's had an effect in terms of goals and assists as well, which always gets highlighted with players in his position. But I just think his general play has been outstanding, and I think if he continues in that vein, I'm sure he'll be in the conversation for England squads moving forward.
A kérdés arra vonatkozott, hogy korábban Jamesről beszéltünk a válogatottságával és a formájáról kapcsolatban, az edző hogyan tudna róla nyilatkozni. Az edző pedig azt válaszolta, hogy nem is kétséges, hogy James milyen jó formában van. A szezon kezdete óta úgy gondolom, hogy fizikálisan, maximálisan a toppon van a maga szintjén, és ilyen játékosokra szüksége van a válogatottnak is, és természetesen, ha már az elmúlt 2-3 hétben lehetett volna tőle még több gólra vagy gólpasszra számítani. Úgy gondolom, hogy nem is kérdés, hogy milyen jó formában van.
Hi, this is Bence Borbala from Nemzeti Sport newspaper. You have a special connection with the Hungarian football as you work together with Ferenc Puskás at Melbourne. How do you remember these days, these weeks, years, and what are you expecting about the tomorrow game? Ferencváros is the opponent.
Yeah, I do have a special connection for me anyway with Mr. Puskás. I was just I was blessed to be able to spend 3 years in the company of one of the greatest footballers of all time, but more importantly for me, I just an outstanding person. He's one of the greatest people I've ever come across. And like I said, I just feel really fortunate that I had that sort of 3 years with him, where I could sit there and talk to a person that in the football world had done everything, but more importantly, just a person who I had so much respect, admiration for, and I still think about it, and it still kind of feels a bit unreal to me that I got that opportunity being based in Australia, where I was, that I had, and as you get older, you keep those experiences even more. I would love for him to still be around today and see me and where I am, because he played a role in me becoming certainly the football manager I am. He played a role in that, but also the person I've become. And looking forward to the game tomorrow. It's going to be a great challenge for us. Every European game, especially away from home, is a challenge, but I know in this stadium the atmosphere is going to be really good. They get behind their team. They love European football here, and I think it's one that me and all the players are looking forward to.
A kérdés arra vonatkozott, hogy különös kapcsolata van a magyar focihoz, hiszen volt szerencséje Puskás Ferenccel együtt dolgozni, és emellett mit vár a holnapi mérkőzéstől. A vezetőedző pedig azt válaszolta, hogy nagyon is szerencsésnek tartom magam, hogy 3 évet együtt töltettem egy ilyen kiváló emberrel, amellett, hogy kiváló focista volt, és mindent letett a pályán, egy kiváló emberről is beszélhetünk, úgyhogy nagyon-nagyon is hálás lehetek azért, hogy 3 évet egy ilyen kiváló ember mellett dolgoztam, akire emberileg is felnézhettem, és néha visszagondolni is hihetetlen, hogy a világ egyik legjobb focistájával dolgozhattam együtt Ausztráliában, és úgy gondolom, hogy nagyon nagy szerepe volt abban, hogy én olyan edzővé váljak, és olyan emberré, mint amilyen ma vagyok. A mérkőzést pedig nagyon várjuk. Úgy gondolom, hogy kifejezett kihívás lesz, mint minden idegenben játszott nemzetközi mérkőzést. Nagyon jó hangulatra számítunk. Itt a Groupamában tudjuk jól, hogy mennyire támogatják a szurkolók a csapatukat, és mi pedig nagyon szeretjük az európai focit, úgyhogy egy jó meccset várunk a holnapitól.
Hi Ange, just continuing Matt's theme about England, Dominic Solanke's got 3-3 now. It might be amusing to you because it was only a couple of weeks ago when people were questioning him already, but overall he seems to have settled in very well. First of all, do you think he's ready for an England recall, and why do you think he has settled in so well?
Obviously, we didn't sign Dom till obviously very late in the window, and then he was really keen to sort of get his Tottenham career up and running, and then we kind of had a bit of a false start with him. He got injured really early in the game against Leicester, played out the game, but obviously was hampered and then had to miss a couple. So, for him it's probably been a little bit frustrating, but I knew what we were bringing to the football club. I was really confident that the way we play and his attributes, it was going to be a great fit, and you could see that from the first day of training pretty much. But we obviously had to be patient, and he's getting up there now in terms of physical fitness. I think every game he looks like he's getting stronger, and it's a demanding role playing, sort of up front for us. It's not just about the goals; it's about his link-up play, his pressing, and we've put a fair workload on him, even though he missed a couple of games. But I can see he's getting stronger, and obviously the goals help. And he's a striker, and he wants to score goals. And I think that helps just for him to feel sort of better about he's at the beginning of his career here. But look, I think he's in great condition. I think he's already made a big impact in our football club. But I'm even more excited about what's ahead and the potential. We have both as a team and he as an individual to really make a significant sort of impact.
Kérdés arra vonatkozott, hogy mi a véleménye a Spurs angol válogatott játékosairól. A vezetőedző pedig azt válaszolta, hogy úgy gondolom, hogy a teljesítményük az nagyon is kiváló, főleg ugye csatárfronton kellett ilyen szinten odafigyelnünk erre. Úgy gondolom, hogy a csatárjaink nagyon-nagyon is megérdemlik, hogy helyük legyen ilyen szinten a fociban, és hétről hétre nagyon is jó teljesítményt nyújtanak. Már az elmúlt mérkőzéseken akadtak kisebb fennakadások ilyen szinten, úgy gondolom, hogy ezen a szinten nem is lehet kérdés, hogy mennyire megállják a helyüket.
But just as a follow-up to that, I know you'd be loath to advise an international manager, having been one yourself, but from Dom's perspective, from fitness and the space he's at, do you feel he would be ready to be in English if you were called up?
Yeah, no, there's no issues around him from a physical perspective. But I mean, I get enough stick from my own selections, mate. I'm not going to get involved in anyone else's selections, but Dom's fine.
A kérdés arra vonatkozott, hogyha ön lenne az angol válogatott szövetségi kapitánya, akkor Domnak a teljesítményét és készenlétét hogyan értékelni? A vezetőedző pedig azt válaszolta, hogy úgy gondolom, hogy semmi kétség a rátermettségéről, és a jelenlegi formája is nagyon is ezt predestinálja.
Hi Ange, can I just ask you about the squad and who you've, if anyone, left behind, and also you could see Sergio Reguilon came along and why he's here as well?
Oh, he's a Spurs player, mate. I mean, we've got a training session, so it's a balance of we want to have 20 players for training. That's what we do, sort of match day -1, and it didn't make sense bring somebody like Radu or a couple of guys who got injured because we won't get back till late on Thursday. So we brought a couple of young guys in who, obviously the academy was playing last night, we didn't want to disrupt that, so we just brought some young guys and regular along just to make sure our training's really good today. And squad-wise, obviously from the weekend, Destiny hasn't travelled, and he's it's nothing significant, his injury, but again, didn't make sense bringing him over if he wasn't going to play. Obviously Radu's suspended, and Sonny's back in London as well doing rehab. So, but the rest of the squad, plus some young players, have travelled.
Kérdés arra vonatkozott, hogy mi a véleménye a keretéről, a vezetőedző pedig azt válaszolta, hogy nagyon jó ilyen szempontból olyan játékosokkal rendelkezni, akár Sergio, nagyon sok fiatalnak is szeretnénk megfelelő lehetőséget nyújtani, és természetesen örülök annak, hogy a játékosaim így a rendelkezésemre állnak, el tudtak utazni velünk, tudnak edzeni, és sérülésmentesek, úgyhogy nagyon is szeretnénk ezt a fajta balanszot is megtartani.
George.
Hi, Ange. With no destiny, I guess it opens the door for Ben Davies to play left back, but you also have no Rado Dragusin for centre back. Is Archie Gray sort of capable, you think, of playing centre back in a European competition, or is that more pre-season, kind of just easing him in?
No, I think Archie can play, centre back. He's obviously played fullback. He's played midfield. Played probably left back. He's a pretty versatile player. It's one of the reasons we were really sort of excited about bringing him to the club. He takes in information well. So as you said, with Radu being suspended and Destiny out, we're definitely going to need him at the back. And we've got a couple of different options about where we use him, but I'd be comfortable using him in any of those areas.
A kérdés arra vonatkozott, hogy mi a véleménye a védősorról, például Ben Daviesről. A vezetőedző pedig azt mondta, hogy vannak olyan játékosok, akik igen sok helyen bevethetőek, szélsővédőként, akár középsővédőként, akár a középpályát segítve, de úgy gondolom, hogy ilyen szempontból nagyon erős védelemmel rendelkezünk, jó az összhang a srácok között, akár itt emlegetjük Daviest vagy Destinyt, nagyon jól meg vagyunk ilyen szempontból.
Jerry.
Ange, we heard earlier from Pascal Janssen, the Ferencváros coach, who said he played against you when you were at Celtic. He was at Alkmaar. Just do you have any memories of that game, and also any advice for him as a young manager making his way overseas? Obviously, you've been there several times.
Well, neither of us played against each other. Let me tell you that, mate. I remember the game well. It was one of sort of my early doors at Celtic, and it was a very, very good AZ Alkmaar team. He had Pascal, and they were two really tough games, important games, kind of for me, because European football that year was kind of the beginnings, and was going to be important for Celtic season, and real challenging games, both of them. Remember them well. Like I said, they had a very good team. You had them set up really well, really intense games, high tempo games, and it's great to see that he's kind of continuing on with his managerial career, and looking forward to seeing him again tomorrow night. But I expect an equally challenging encounter as I did when we played them.
A kérdés az volt, hogy a Ferencváros edzője említette, hogy az Alkmaarral már találkoztak korábban, amikor ön a Celtic csapatát vezette. Hogyan emlékszik erre a múltbéli mérkőzésre? A vezetőedző pedig azt válaszolta, hogy nagyon is jól emlékszem erre a meccsre. Ez volt az egyik korai Celtic meccsem. Két nagyon fontos és kemény mérkőzés játszottunk, hiszen a Celticnek nagyon is fontosak voltak ezek a nemzetközi mérkőzések. Jól emlékszem rájuk, nagyon, nagyon is intenzív, kemény mérkőzések voltak, és nagyon jó látni, hogy a kollégám hol tart jelenleg az edzői karrierjében. Úgyhogy öröm lesz újra őt a kispadon látni, ettől függetlenül a holnapi mérkőzésre is egy nagyon-nagyon kemény csatára számítunk, mint az előző összecsapásunk során.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Köszönjük szépen.